Imagine stepping into a bustling coffee shop in Silicon Valley or walking down a sunlit street in Los Angeles. What you're witnessing isn't just a scene, it's a mindset. The people you see, from tech moguls to Hollywood producers, embody a way of thinking that has led them to unparalleled success. Welcome to Pacific Grind, the unwritten rules of California success, where we uncover how Silicon Valley and LA elites think differently and how you can adopt their powerful mindset to transform your own life. In this audiobook, you'll learn the core principles that fuel success in the world's most innovative and influential regions. From risk-taking to visionary thinking, the elite's mindset revolves around creativity, resilience, and the courage to break the mold. These rules aren't found in textbooks. They're lived experiences, shaping the decisions of those who drive innovation in tech, entertainment, and beyond. By understanding how the elite's mindset operates, you can apply these strategies to your own journey, whether you're building a business, advancing in your career, or striving for personal growth. Introducing How Silicon Valley and LA Elites Think Differently, the audiobook that unlocks the secrets behind the success of California's most influential minds and shows you how to use these strategies to achieve greatness in your life. Chapter 1. How Silicon Valley Elites Approach Problem-Solving and Innovation. Embracing disruption is at the heart of how Silicon Valley innovates. Silicon Valley is known for its ability to challenge the status quo and revolutionize industries by constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Innovation here isn't just about creating new products or services. It's about radically transforming entire business models, technologies, and even societal norms. The key to this is an openness to disruption, an understanding that change is inevitable and that in order to stay ahead, you must actively create it. Disruption in Silicon Valley often emerges from the recognition that existing solutions are not sufficient, or that new ways of thinking can yield more efficient, scalable, and impactful results. At its core, embracing disruption means having the courage to question conventional wisdom. Silicon Valley innovators consistently challenge the way things have always been done, looking for gaps or inefficiencies in current systems. These gaps become opportunities for change, and entrepreneurs and technologists are quick to seize them. Instead of accepting established norms or solutions, Silicon Valley disruptors ask, "What's the next big thing?" Or, "What's missing?" This mindset is not driven by a desire to simply revolutionize for the sake of revolution, but by a focus on solving real problems in more efficient, creative, or scalable ways. Disruption is seen as a necessary process, where incremental improvement is often replaced with groundbreaking changes that render previous solutions obsolete. A major driver of Silicon Valley's ability to embrace disruption is the culture of risk-taking. In Silicon Valley, taking risks is seen as a path to growth and success, rather than something to avoid. Entrepreneurs and innovators in the region understand that failure is not a setback, but a valuable learning experience. This mindset allows for the exploration of uncharted territories without the fear of failure that often paralyzes others. When risk is part of the culture, it becomes easier to think outside the box, experiment with new ideas, and develop groundbreaking solutions that may seem radical to outsiders. The willingness to fail fast and learn quickly is a key component of the disruptive culture in Silicon Valley. By embracing failure, entrepreneurs can iterate, improve, and ultimately achieve successes that might never have been possible without the willingness to take bold chances. In Silicon Valley, collaboration also plays a critical role in fostering innovation and embracing disruption. While the image of the lone genius innovator is often glorified, the reality in Silicon Valley is that some of the greatest breakthroughs come from teams working together across various disciplines. Cross-functional teams consisting of developers, designers, marketers, and business strategists collaborate to create products and solutions that disrupt the market. Collaboration extends beyond internal teams as well, with a significant focus on partnerships between startups, large corporations, and research institutions. Sharing knowledge and resources accelerates innovation, and this collective mindset of collaboration helps drive large-scale disruption across industries. Technology and data are the primary tools for disruption in Silicon Valley. The rapid advancement of technologies such as artificial intelligence, blockchain, and the Internet of Things, IoT, opens new doors for innovation that were previously unimaginable. Silicon Valley companies leverage these technologies not only to improve existing products, but to completely reimagine how things are done. In many cases, these technologies enable faster decision-making, better user experiences, and more efficient production processes. The integration of data into the decision-making process further enhances this ability to disrupt industries. Companies in Silicon Valley are experts at utilizing big data to inform their strategies, improving their offerings based on real-time feedback and insights from users and markets. The user-centered design philosophy in Silicon Valley also plays a huge role in disruption. Rather than focusing solely on the technology or product itself, innovators in Silicon Valley prioritize the experience of the user. The ultimate goal is to create solutions that not only work, but that deeply resonate with people and solve their most pressing problems. By continuously iterating on user feedback and adjusting products and services to better meet consumer needs, Silicon Valley companies can stay ahead of competitors and keep disrupting their industries. This user-centric approach is deeply embedded in the innovation process, driving companies to consistently think about how their innovations can impact people's lives in meaningful ways. A central tenet of Silicon Valley's approach to disruption is scalability. When companies in the region innovate, they do not just focus on creating a good product or service for a small group of people. They are looking to create something that can scale globally. This focus on scalability encourages innovators to think about how their ideas can be replicated, expanded, and adapted to larger markets, often leading to exponential growth. The success of companies like Facebook, Uber, and Airbnb stems from their ability to scale their solutions quickly and efficiently, impacting millions, if not billions, of people. Silicon Valley understands that disruption is most powerful when it reaches the masses, and scalability is key to achieving that level of impact. Entrepreneurial spirit fuels disruption in Silicon Valley. The region has fostered an ecosystem where creativity, entrepreneurship, and ambition thrive. Entrepreneurs are encouraged to take ownership of their ideas and to pursue their passions regardless of the challenges they may face. There is a constant drive to turn innovative ideas into viable businesses, and the culture around entrepreneurship is one of collaboration, mentorship, and risk-taking. With an abundance of venture capital, networking opportunities, and an ecosystem designed to support startups, Silicon Valley entrepreneurs are given the resources and freedom to disrupt markets in ways that traditional businesses or industries may not be able to. Embracing disruption is at the heart of how Silicon Valley innovates. The willingness to challenge the status quo, take risks, collaborate, leverage technology, and focus on user-centered design enables companies to create groundbreaking solutions that transform industries. Disruption is not viewed as a threat or an obstacle, but as a natural part of the process that leads to innovation, growth, and success. Silicon Valley's culture of boldness, experimentation, and scalability fosters an environment where ideas that seem radical or impossible elsewhere become the new normal. By understanding and embracing these principles, anyone can begin to harness the power of disruption to drive innovation and make lasting change. The analytical mindset behind creative problem-solving. The analytical mindset behind creative problem-solving is rooted in the ability to break down complex issues into manageable parts while also fostering an open, imaginative approach to generating solutions. Creativity and analysis are often seen as opposites, with creativity associated with free-form thinking and analyses with structured, logical thought. However, in reality, the most effective problem solvers are those who can combine both, the ability to critically evaluate a situation with the freedom to think outside conventional boundaries. This balance between structured thinking and creative exploration is what fuels innovation and drives successful problem solving. At the core of this mindset is a deep understanding of the problem at hand. Analytical thinking begins with thoroughly assessing the situation and gathering all the relevant data. It requires a clear comprehension of the context, the challenges, the constraints, and the desired outcomes. Instead of jumping to conclusions or hastily deciding on a course of action, an analytical approach involves taking the time to dissect the problem, asking probing questions, and clarifying goals. This methodical approach ensures that you are not simply reacting to symptoms, but addressing the underlying causes of an issue. By breaking the problem into smaller, more digestible pieces, you gain a clearer picture of the situation, which sets the stage for innovative solutions. Once the problem is clearly understood, the creative process kicks in. Analytical thinking alone may help identify the issues, but it is the creative process that enables you to look beyond traditional solutions and come up with original ideas. Creativity in problem-solving requires thinking beyond the obvious and challenging existing norms. It's about exploring unconventional paths and imagining solutions that haven't yet been tried. This part of the process encourages a mindset of possibility, where every idea, no matter how far-fetched, is considered. Creative problem-solving relies on divergent thinking, the ability to generate many different ideas, approaches, or solutions to a single problem. This involves free thinking, brainstorming, and breaking away from constraints that limit the scope of potential solutions. What truly sets apart effective problem solvers is their ability to combine creativity with critical analysis. After generating a pool of potential ideas, the next step is to evaluate them with an analytical mindset. This involves using logic, reason, and data to assess the feasibility of each idea, determining which solution is most practical and sustainable. The process of refining and testing ideas involves evaluating their strengths and weaknesses, considering possible risks, and ensuring that the solutions are aligned with the original goals. Analytical thinking helps you ask the right questions to evaluate your creative ideas. Does the solution meet the needs of the problem? Is it scalable? How can it be implemented efficiently? What will it cost in terms of time, resources, and effort? The analytical mindset behind creative problem solving also involves a strong emphasis on iteration and refinement. Rarely does a first solution come out perfectly. Instead, effective problem solvers view solutions as works in progress, continuously tweaking and improving them based on feedback, testing, and new insights. This iterative process of testing and adjusting ensures that creative ideas are continuously honed and improved to better address the problem. Feedback loops are essential in refining the solutions, and it is through this analytical process of evaluating, adjusting, and adapting that the most effective solutions are realized. Additionally, an analytical mindset often requires the ability to prioritize ideas and actions. Not all solutions are equal, and it's essential to assess the most efficient and impactful way forward. This may involve comparing options, conducting cost-benefit analyses, or considering time constraints. The decision-making process is as much about recognizing what to focus on as it is about developing the solution itself. By narrowing down options, analyzing the possible outcomes, and focusing on the most promising path, you ensure that the solution you implement is the best one for the given circumstances. At its heart, this mindset is goal-oriented. Analytical thinking helps you stay focused on the desired outcome, guiding the creative process and ensuring that you are not swayed by distractions or irrelevant ideas. While creativity thrives in an environment of openness and exploration, the analytical mindset ensures that every idea is evaluated against the broader goals of the project or organization. This balance between open-ended creative exploration and focused, goal-oriented analysis is what leads to both innovative and practical solutions. The analytical mindset is also crucial in evaluating risks. Creativity can often lead to bold, out-of-the-box ideas, but an analytical approach helps assess potential risks and pitfalls before committing to a solution. Being able to weigh the risks of a particular creative idea, considering its potential drawbacks, costs, or unintended consequences, helps to mitigate the chances of failure and ensures that the solution is viable in the long term. Ultimately, the analytical mindset behind creative problem solving enables individuals to navigate uncertainty with confidence. It allows you to take risks and innovate, while also managing the complexities and uncertainties that inevitably arise when facing new challenges. By combining logical, structured thinking with creative exploration, problem solvers can generate innovative solutions that are both effective and sustainable. This mindset drives not only breakthrough ideas, but also ensures that those ideas are grounded in reality, practical to implement, and aligned with broader goals. The analytical mindset behind creative problem solving is a powerful combination of structured thinking and creative exploration. It involves thoroughly understanding the problem, generating innovative ideas, evaluating those ideas with logic and data, and refining solutions through an iterative process. This approach encourages a balance between free thinking and critical evaluation, ensuring that solutions are both original and practical. By fostering an environment that supports creativity while maintaining focus on goals and outcomes, individuals can solve complex problems, navigate challenges, and drive meaningful change. Chapter 2: The Mindset of Hollywood Moguls and Entertainment Elites. Building a lasting legacy in the entertainment industry requires a blend of talent, vision, strategic thinking, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. Unlike many other industries, the entertainment sector is driven by constant change, trends, and evolving technologies, making it both incredibly dynamic and highly competitive. To establish a legacy that endures over time, Individuals and organizations within the entertainment world must not only make an impact in the short term, but also create a body of work, a reputation, and an influence that resonates across generations. One of the first steps in building a lasting legacy is to create work that is both innovative and timeless. The entertainment industry thrives on creativity, but true legacy building comes from creating work that not only reflects the spirit of the moment, but also transcends it. Whether in film, music, television, or any other medium, the most enduring figures and brands are those that introduce new ideas while also producing content that has lasting cultural or emotional significance. Creating something that speaks to the universal human experience, that challenges societal norms, or that explores the depths of emotion and human nature ensures that a creator's work will be relevant long after its initial release. This level of timelessness means that the work is appreciated not only in its own era, but also by future generations who can find new meaning in it. Building strong relationships within the industry is another key to establishing a lasting legacy. The entertainment business is driven by collaboration, and having a wide network of trusted partners, whether producers, directors, writers, or fellow performers, can provide both creative opportunities and the support needed to bring ambitious projects to life. Relationships built on trust, mutual respect, and shared vision lead to more productive and fulfilling collaborations. Moreover, being a reliable and respected figure within the industry can open doors for new opportunities and mentorship, both of which are essential for long-term success. Legacy building is not a solo endeavor. It's about fostering relationships with others who share your passion and vision. Additionally, resilience in the face of failure is a critical element in building a lasting legacy. The entertainment industry is known for its highs and lows. Projects may flop, career trajectories may take unexpected turns, and personal struggles may become public. The ability to bounce back from setbacks, learn from mistakes, and persevere through difficult times is often what separates those who are remembered for a lifetime from those who fade into obscurity. Embracing failure as a learning experience rather than a roadblock allows an individual to evolve, adapt, and continue pushing boundaries. Overcoming adversity not only contributes to personal growth, but also endears the creator to their audience, as people admire resilience and perseverance in the face of challenges. Consistency and long-term commitment to quality are also indispensable for leaving a legacy in entertainment. While trends in the industry may come and go, a lasting legacy is built over time through a consistent output of high-quality work. This doesn't mean churning out the same type of content or playing it safe, but maintaining a dedication to authenticity and excellence. Whether an actor continuously chooses diverse and challenging roles, a director produces thought-provoking and genre-defining films, or a musician consistently releases music that speaks to their audience, it's the sustained effort to refine one's craft and contribute to the industry over time that solidifies a lasting legacy. Quality work, delivered consistently, ensures that an individual or entity's name becomes synonymous with greatness and integrity. Moreover, being an innovator in terms of content creation, technology, or distribution can fast-track the process of building a lasting legacy. Entertainment icons who revolutionize how content is made, shared, or consumed often leave a lasting mark. From groundbreaking films that redefine cinematic language to music distribution models that change how artists connect with their fans, innovators in the entertainment industry shape the future of the medium. These individuals or companies set new standards and pave the way for future generations, becoming influential not just for their work, but for the changes they bring to the industry as a whole. Staying ahead of the curve, anticipating future trends, and embracing emerging technologies is key to staying relevant and impactful in the ever-evolving entertainment world. Another important aspect of building a legacy is leaving a positive impact on others. This can take many forms, such as mentorship, charitable endeavors, or advocacy. Many successful figures in entertainment who are remembered for their enduring influence are also those who use their platform to help others, support important causes, or give back to the community. Whether it's a musician using their fame to raise awareness for a social cause, an actor mentoring aspiring performers, or a producer creating opportunities for underrepresented groups, using one's influence to uplift others creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond personal achievement. Leaving a legacy in entertainment isn't just about the work you do, it's also about the lives you touch and the positive changes you help bring about in the industry and society. The concept of personal brand plays a critical role in the lasting impact within the entertainment industry. Building and maintaining a strong personal brand is about more than just public image. It's about aligning your reputation with your values, vision, and work. For example, someone who is known for their integrity, creative vision, or social consciousness will be remembered not just for the roles or projects they took on, but for the way they conducted themselves throughout their career. A personal brand that is well aligned with your actions and messaging builds loyalty among your audience and respect from your peers, contributing to a legacy that is built on both work and character. Embracing change and staying open to new ideas is an important aspect of building a legacy in the entertainment industry. The world of entertainment is constantly evolving, and those who are able to adapt to changes in technology, audience preferences, and cultural movements are better positioned to maintain relevance. Whether it's embracing new forms of media, taking on unconventional roles, or experimenting with new techniques, embracing change demonstrates an openness to growth and an understanding of the fluid nature of the industry. Those who remain open to evolution are often the ones who continue to innovate and inspire, cementing their place as icons. Building a lasting legacy in the entertainment industry requires a combination of talent, resilience, consistency, and innovation. By creating timeless work, forming strong relationships, persevering through failure, and consistently delivering high-quality content, an individual can leave an indelible mark on the industry. It's also about using one's influence to mentor, advocate, and uplift others, leaving behind a positive impact that extends beyond personal success. Embracing change, staying relevant, and aligning your personal brand with your values ensures that your legacy remains meaningful and influential for years to come. How Hollywood influencers turn ideas into cultural movements. Hollywood influencers have a unique ability to transform ideas into cultural movements, shaping not just the entertainment industry, but society at large. This power stems from their capacity to tap into collective consciousness, influence public opinion, and initiate dialogues that resonate with broad audiences. The process of turning an idea into a cultural movement requires a combination of vision, timing, emotional resonance, and an innate understanding of what will connect with the masses. The influence of Hollywood figures goes beyond the films they create or the roles they play. It's the ability to create a lasting impact that shifts perspectives, changes behaviors, and redefines social norms. At the heart of Hollywood's influence is the storytelling tradition, which has the power to captivate, provoke, and inspire. Hollywood influencers understand that great stories, whether told through film, television, or digital platforms, have the ability to spark conversations and shift societal views. They craft narratives that tap into the current issues, desires, fears, and dreams of the public, reflecting the world's evolving values. Whether it's exploring themes of love, justice, identity, or freedom, these stories resonate deeply with audiences because they reflect universal truths that transcend cultural and geographical boundaries. When a film or project is particularly well crafted, it can generate a wave of collective emotion, creating a shared cultural moment that transcends the theater and spills over into everyday life. Hollywood influencers often succeed by timing their messages to coincide with societal needs or shifts. Cultural movements are rarely born in a vacuum. They emerge when the public is ready to hear a new idea or reflect on a pressing issue. By identifying trends, anxieties, and desires, Hollywood figures can create content that feels relevant and timely. For example, during times of social unrest, films and media that address issues such as civil rights, inequality, or political change tend to resonate deeply, reflecting the mood of the public. Influencers who can channel these social currents into their projects can turn their ideas into movements that extend beyond the silver screen and spark real-world change. The timing of a project, coupled with its cultural relevance, ensures that it reaches the widest possible audience and stays in the public discourse for years. A critical factor in turning an idea into a movement is creating characters and narratives that people can connect with on a personal level. Hollywood influencers know that the most enduring movements come from stories that people feel are about them. By crafting characters that are relatable, multidimensional, and reflective of the struggles and triumphs that people experience in real life, they create emotional touchpoints that foster identification. Whether it's a superhero embodying ideals of justice or a historical figure representing resilience, these characters serve as symbols that people can rally around. These figures don't just exist on screen. They become part of the cultural fabric, with people quoting their lines, imitating their behavior, or drawing inspiration from their journeys. This deep emotional connection to characters is a powerful tool for creating movements, as it gives people something to rally around, something they can see themselves in. In many cases, Hollywood influencers use their platforms and celebrity status to amplify their messages. The power of celebrity is undeniable in modern culture, and Hollywood influencers know how to leverage their public visibility to push ideas that can change the narrative. With the advent of social media, the reach of an influencer extends far beyond traditional media channels. Celebrities can communicate directly with millions of people, sharing their thoughts, advocating for causes, and influencing public perception in real time. By using their platforms to raise awareness or to push a specific agenda, Hollywood influencers can fuel a cultural movement with far-reaching effects. Celebrities often lend their voices to social causes, philanthropic endeavors, or political movements, turning these causes into a global discussion. This form of direct engagement strengthens their influence and helps their ideas become part of the broader societal conversation. Additionally, creating a sense of community and shared identity is essential for turning an idea into a movement. Hollywood influencers understand that for a cultural movement to sustain itself, it needs a community of people who share the same values, beliefs, or passions. This is often done by cultivating fandoms or creating spaces where people can come together either in person or virtually to connect with others who are passionate about the same thing. Through social media platforms, fan clubs, events, and other forms of interaction, influencers foster a sense of belonging and inclusivity. This community-driven aspect of a movement turns individual fans into active participants who help spread the message and keep the movement alive. When people feel that they are part of something larger than themselves, whether it's a cause, a shared identity, or a cultural moment, they become the movement's biggest advocates, spreading it to new audiences and keeping it relevant for years to come. The role of visionary leadership in Hollywood influencers cannot be overstated. Turning an idea into a movement requires a deep vision, an understanding of what is possible, and how to make that vision a reality. This vision is not only about telling a compelling story, but about leading people toward a greater goal. Many Hollywood influencers are known for their ability to predict and shape cultural trends. They are often ahead of the curve, sensing what the public is yearning for and creating the content that meets those needs. Their ability to see the potential of a project, whether a film, TV show, or social campaign, allows them to spark a broader conversation that will inspire, challenge, and entertain people. This visionary mindset is a hallmark of Hollywood influencers who shape culture, making them not only successful creators, but also powerful thought leaders in their own right. The sustainability of a cultural movement depends on its ability to evolve. Hollywood influencers know that to keep a movement alive, they must allow it to grow and adapt over time. The most successful cultural movements evolve as societal norms and values change. By continuously adapting the message or expanding on the original idea, these influencers ensure that the movement stays relevant and impactful. Whether through sequels, spin-offs, or evolving narratives, maintaining momentum and continuing to engage with the audience is key to ensuring that an idea doesn't just fade away, but continues to thrive across generations. Hollywood influencers turn ideas into cultural movements by tapping into the collective consciousness, creating relatable and emotionally engaging content, and leveraging their celebrity status to amplify their messages. By aligning their work with societal trends, cultivating communities of like-minded individuals, and consistently leading with a strong vision, they create lasting cultural phenomena that have the power to shape the world. Through their ability to influence, Hollywood figures don't just entertain. They spark change, inspire new ways of thinking, and leave a lasting impact on society. Chapter 3. Key Lessons to Apply to Your Career and Life. Thinking like a leader involves a profound shift in mindset, where every decision, action, and interaction is aligned with a clear sense of purpose and a commitment to shaping a future that reflects your values and vision. Leadership is not just about managing others. It's about owning your actions, setting an example, and cultivating an environment where both you and those around you can thrive. To think like a leader is to embrace responsibility and to approach challenges and opportunities with a mindset that is proactive, strategic, and focused on long-term impact. At the heart of thinking like a leader is the ability to take ownership of your thoughts and actions. Leaders understand that they are accountable for both their successes and their failures, and they make decisions with the awareness that their choices have consequences not just for themselves, but for others as well. Thinking like a leader means recognizing that every action you take, no matter how small, contributes to the bigger picture. It requires a commitment to personal accountability, where you don't pass blame onto external factors or other people, but rather look inward to see what you can control and how you can improve. By taking ownership, you demonstrate to others that you are capable of guiding your own destiny, and in doing so, you inspire them to do the same. Another essential element of thinking like a leader is having a clear vision of the future. Leaders are future-oriented, always looking ahead and considering the long-term consequences of their actions. They understand the importance of goal setting and working with intent toward a greater purpose. A leader's vision isn't just a personal aspiration. It's something that can inspire and rally others around a common cause. When you think like a leader, you align your daily actions with your vision, ensuring that every decision and move you make is a step toward realizing that future. This vision serves as a compass, helping you navigate through challenges and distractions, keeping you focused on your objectives, and ensuring that the path you take is aligned with your values and goals. To think like a leader is also to embrace challenges as opportunities. Leaders don't shy away from difficulty. They approach obstacles with the mindset that each challenge is a chance to grow, learn, and develop new skills. This perspective allows them to navigate uncertainty with confidence, knowing that they have the resilience and adaptability to overcome whatever comes their way. Thinking like a leader means seeing problems not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to greater achievements. This shift in mindset turns setbacks into valuable lessons and reinforces the idea that true growth happens outside of our comfort zones. It's this mindset of embracing challenges and turning adversity into an opportunity that fuels long-term success. Another crucial aspect of thinking like a leader is developing self-discipline. Leaders are known for their ability to stay focused, maintain consistency, and follow through on commitments. Whether it's committing to personal development, setting goals, or adhering to a routine, leaders understand the value of discipline in achieving success. This commitment to discipline is what differentiates those who simply dream of success from those who actively create it. It involves making the right choices, even when they are difficult or unpopular, and pushing through distractions or temptations that may arise. Thinking like a leader means adopting a mindset of perseverance and self-control, knowing that sustained effort over time is what leads to lasting results. To think like a leader also involves cultivating emotional intelligence. Leaders must be able to understand and manage their own emotions, while also recognizing and influencing the emotions of others. This requires a high degree of self-awareness, where you can recognize your emotional triggers and reactions, and use that understanding to make better decisions and communicate more effectively. Emotional intelligence also involves empathy, which is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Leaders who are empathetic build stronger relationships, create more collaborative environments, and inspire greater loyalty and commitment from those around them. By developing emotional intelligence, you become a more effective communicator, a better listener, and a stronger, more compassionate leader. Another key component of thinking like a leader is the ability to make decisions with clarity and confidence. Leaders are frequently faced with difficult choices and high-pressure situations, and their ability to make clear, decisive decisions is a hallmark of their leadership. This requires a strong sense of self-confidence and the ability to trust in your judgment. When you think like a leader, you don't hesitate or second-guess your decisions. You make informed choices based on your vision, goals, and values, and move forward with conviction. This decisiveness not only empowers you, but also inspires confidence in those you lead. People are more likely to follow a leader who exhibits strong decision-making skills, as they know that their actions are guided by thoughtful analysis and a clear sense of purpose. Thinking like a leader also involves building and empowering others. Leadership isn't just about personal success, it's about lifting others up and helping them realize their potential. A true leader works to cultivate a team of people who share the same vision and values, and they encourage their growth and development. This requires a mindset of service, where you prioritize the needs of the team over your own desires for personal recognition or gain. When you think like a leader, you understand that your success is intertwined with the success of those around you. You empower others by providing guidance, support, and opportunities for them to contribute meaningfully. This not only strengthens the team, but also creates a lasting legacy of leadership. Thinking like a leader means acting with integrity and consistency. Leaders are guided by a strong moral compass, and they operate with a sense of honesty, transparency, and accountability. They know that their actions and words must align, and they hold themselves to a higher standard, even when no one is watching. Thinking like a leader means doing what is right, even when it's difficult, and staying true to your values and principles. This consistency builds trust and respect, two essential components of effective leadership. When you lead with integrity, you earn the loyalty and admiration of others, and you establish a reputation that is built on trust and respect. Thinking like a leader involves embracing a mindset that is proactive, strategic, and grounded in self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and accountability. It requires you to take ownership of your actions, stay focused on your long-term goals, embrace challenges as opportunities, and make decisions with clarity and confidence. Leaders think with purpose and intent, always considering the bigger picture and their impact on others. By developing these qualities and consistently aligning your actions with your values and vision, you can shape your future with intention and become a true leader in your field. Adopting the habits of top innovators and creatives. Adopting the habits of top innovators and creatives is key to unlocking one's potential for breakthrough thinking and achieving success in any field. These individuals stand out because of their unique approach to problem solving, their ability to push boundaries, and their consistent output of ideas that captivate and inspire. However, what truly sets them apart is their mindset and the disciplined habits they cultivate in their daily lives, habits that allow them to nurture creativity, foster innovation, and sustain long-term success. These habits are not born overnight, but are developed through conscious effort, commitment, and a willingness to embrace continuous growth. Top innovators and creatives are known for their relentless curiosity. They never stop asking questions, exploring new ideas, and seeking new ways to understand the world around them. Curiosity drives their creativity, as they are constantly learning and expanding their horizons. This inquisitiveness leads them to uncover new possibilities, challenge the status quo, and explore unconventional solutions. The habit of curiosity helps innovators stay ahead of the curve, as they are always open to new information, new experiences, and new methods. They recognize that knowledge is fluid and ever-evolving, so they embrace the pursuit of learning as a lifelong journey rather than a destination. Creatives and innovators also have a habit of embracing failure and setbacks as part of the process. They understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth or abilities, but a necessary stepping stone toward progress. Innovators don't shy away from risks or challenges because they know that experimentation is an integral part of creating something new and valuable. When they fail, they reflect on what went wrong, learn from their mistakes, and iterate their ideas. This approach creates an environment where learning and growth are prioritized over perfection. Rather than seeing failure as something to avoid, they view it as feedback and a chance to refine their work, which ultimately makes them more resilient and persistent in their pursuit of innovation. Another important habit is the practice of consistently carving out time for creative thinking. Top innovators and creatives don't wait for inspiration to strike. They actively make space in their lives for creativity. Whether it's scheduling time each day to brainstorm, meditate, or reflect, they understand the value of dedicating time to generate ideas and explore new concepts. This habit is essential because it helps to create a routine that nurtures creativity, enabling the brain to remain sharp and ready to create. In today's fast-paced world, where distractions are abundant, setting aside focused time for ideation and reflection allows creative minds to hone their craft and continue to innovate without the pressure of outside interruptions. Networking and collaboration are also vital habits of top innovators. While creativity is often seen as an individual endeavor, the best creators recognize the value of collaboration and the power of surrounding themselves with diverse minds. By actively seeking out others who bring different perspectives, skills, and experiences, innovators expand their creative range and open themselves up to new ideas and possibilities. Regular collaboration fuels the exchange of ideas and often sparks breakthroughs that would not be possible in isolation. Whether through formal partnerships, casual brainstorming sessions, or participation in creative communities, innovators understand that their work can always be enhanced by the input of others. Top innovators also have a habit of maintaining a strong sense of focus and discipline. While creativity requires free thinking and exploration, innovation also demands hard work, consistency, and persistence. Great creators set clear goals, break them down into actionable steps, and stay committed to the process, even when the going gets tough. They understand that consistent effort, over time, leads to results. The habit of discipline enables them to balance the spontaneity of creativity with the structure needed to bring their ideas to life. This disciplined approach to their work helps them stay productive, keep on track with long-term projects, and maintain a high standard of quality in everything they produce. Time management is another key habit of top innovators and creatives. They understand that time is a finite resource, and as such, they prioritize their efforts and focus on what will move the needle forward. Instead of getting bogged down in endless tasks or distractions, they allocate their time to activities that align with their goals and creative vision. Innovators are strategic about how they spend their time, whether that's by batching tasks, eliminating unimportant activities, or using techniques like the Pomodoro method to stay on task. Managing time effectively enables them to make significant progress on their projects and maintain momentum toward achieving their goals. The habit of embracing feedback and critique is another cornerstone of creativity and innovation. Top innovators understand that they can't achieve greatness in isolation, and that external perspectives are vital for improvement. Rather than becoming defensive or dismissing criticism, they welcome feedback as a tool for growth. They seek out mentors, peers, and audiences who can provide constructive criticism and use that information to refine their ideas. This openness to feedback allows them to see their work from different angles, which leads to more polished and impactful creations. By integrating critique into their process, innovators continually elevate the quality of their work and remain adaptable to changing circumstances. A key habit of successful innovators is their ability to take calculated risks. Creativity often requires stepping into the unknown, and innovation frequently involves ventures into areas that haven't been explored before. Innovators are not afraid of uncertainty. Instead, they embrace it, understanding that the greatest rewards often come from taking risks that others shy away from. They are willing to challenge the norms and disrupt established systems if it means they can create something truly unique. However, this doesn't mean they take reckless risks. Top innovators balance bold decisions with thoughtful analysis, considering the potential rewards and consequences before taking action. This calculated risk-taking fuels their ability to break new ground and create groundbreaking work. Self-care and mental well-being are increasingly recognized as important habits among top innovators and creatives. While the drive to succeed and create can be all-consuming, maintaining a healthy mind and body is crucial for sustaining long-term success. Innovators know that burnout can stifle creativity, so they prioritize self-care, whether through exercise, meditation, hobbies, or time spent with loved ones. Taking care of their mental and physical health ensures that they remain energized, focused, and able to tap into their creative potential for years to come. Adopting the habits of top innovators and creatives requires a commitment to lifelong learning, resilience in the face of failure, and a dedication to discipline, focus, and collaboration. These habits are not just about producing work. They are about cultivating a mindset that constantly seeks to improve, adapt, and explore new possibilities. By nurturing curiosity, embracing challenges, managing time effectively, staying disciplined, and fostering mental well-being, individuals can unlock their own creative potential and achieve the kind of breakthrough success seen in the world's most influential innovators. Chapter 4. Strategies to adopt the success-driven mindsets of top influencers. Developing resilience and adaptability in high-stakes environments. Developing resilience and adaptability in high-stakes environments is essential for navigating the challenges and uncertainties that come with high-pressure situations. These traits are not only important for managing stress, but also for maintaining a steady course toward success in complex and rapidly changing circumstances. Resilience allows individuals to bounce back from setbacks, while adaptability ensures they can adjust their approach when new information or unexpected events arise. In high-stakes environments, where the stakes are high and the risks significant, developing these traits can make the difference between success and failure. At the heart of resilience is the ability to manage adversity and overcome obstacles without losing focus or motivation. High-stakes environments often involve a great deal of pressure, whether from deadlines, competition, financial risks, or personal expectations. Resilience is about facing these challenges head-on, maintaining mental and emotional strength, and continuing to move forward despite difficulties. Resilient individuals are able to process negative experiences without letting them define their future actions. Instead of becoming overwhelmed by stress, they remain calm and maintain perspective, seeing setbacks as temporary challenges rather than permanent failures. This mental toughness enables them to persevere even when situations seem impossible or when things do not go as planned. Adaptability, on the other hand, is the ability to remain flexible and adjust strategies when faced with unforeseen changes or obstacles. High-stakes environments are dynamic and constantly evolving, requiring individuals to pivot and adjust their approach based on shifting conditions. Those who can adapt are able to take in new information, recognize when their current plan is no longer effective, and quickly find new solutions. This flexibility is crucial because, in such environments, sticking rigidly to a plan that is no longer viable can lead to failure. Adaptability allows individuals to stay relevant and effective, as they are willing to modify their approach in response to changing circumstances without getting stuck or frustrated by the need for change. To develop resilience, self-awareness is a key factor. Understanding your emotional triggers, stress responses, and patterns of thinking allows you to regulate your reactions in high-pressure situations. Resilient individuals are in tune with their emotions and recognize when they are beginning to feel overwhelmed. Instead of allowing these emotions to control their behavior, they employ coping strategies that help them stay composed, such as deep breathing, positive self-talk, or stepping back to gain perspective. This emotional regulation enables them to stay focused on the task at hand, even when the pressure is intense. Furthermore, resilient individuals often have a growth mindset, viewing challenges as opportunities for personal development rather than obstacles to be avoided. This mindset helps them remain positive and motivated, seeing setbacks as a natural part of the process and a valuable source of learning. Building a support system is also crucial for developing resilience and adaptability. In high-stakes environments, having a network of trusted colleagues, mentors, or friends provides emotional support and practical guidance when challenges arise. Resilient individuals often seek help or advice when needed, understanding that they don't have to face difficulties alone. They are also proactive in cultivating relationships that foster collaboration, mutual respect, and trust. This support system can provide both emotional reinforcement and valuable perspectives, helping individuals to process stress and stay adaptable when facing difficult decisions. In high-pressure environments, maintaining clarity of purpose and focus is essential. Resilient and adaptable individuals have a strong sense of their overarching goals, which helps them stay grounded during times of uncertainty. When obstacles arise, they remind themselves of their larger mission, whether it's to achieve a long-term professional objective, support a team, or fulfill a personal goal. This clarity of purpose acts as a guiding light, ensuring they stay committed even when the path becomes difficult or unclear. Focus helps prevent distraction and keeps energy directed toward solutions, rather than getting bogged down by setbacks or challenges. Another important aspect of resilience and adaptability is the ability to embrace failure and learn from mistakes. High-stakes environments often involve a certain level of risk, and failure is a possibility with every decision. Those who are resilient view failure not as a sign of incompetence, but as an opportunity for growth. They reflect on what went wrong, extract lessons from their mistakes, and use that knowledge to improve their future efforts. Adaptability in this context means being able to adjust your approach based on feedback and failure, rather than allowing disappointment to derail progress. The willingness to take calculated risks and learn from failures is essential for long-term success, as it fosters continuous improvement and innovation. Developing resilience and adaptability also involves cultivating mental flexibility. Resilient individuals are not only able to recover from setbacks, but are also capable of pivoting when necessary. This mental flexibility allows them to consider multiple options and adapt to new situations without feeling constrained by previous plans or expectations. When faced with obstacles, adaptable people can evaluate different strategies and choose the one most likely to succeed. This flexibility doesn't mean abandoning goals or giving up on ideals. It means being open to different paths to reach those goals and being willing to adjust based on the circumstances. Self-care plays an essential role in building resilience and adaptability. High-stakes environments can be emotionally and physically draining, and those who are able to perform consistently well over time must prioritize their well-being. Taking care of one's body and mind through regular exercise, healthy eating, sufficient rest, and stress management practices ensures that individuals have the energy, focus, and emotional balance needed to face challenges. Without proper self-care, even the most resilient person can burn out or become ineffective. Maintaining balance and taking the time to recharge is crucial to sustaining performance in high-pressure situations. Developing resilience and adaptability in high-stakes environments is essential for anyone seeking to succeed under pressure. These traits allow individuals to handle stress, navigate change, and remain focused on their goals despite obstacles. By cultivating self-awareness, building a strong support system, maintaining clarity of purpose, embracing failure as a learning tool, and prioritizing self-care, individuals can thrive in even the most challenging situations. Resilience and adaptability are not innate traits, but skills that can be developed over time through intentional effort and practice, and they are key to maintaining long-term success in any field. Shifting your perspective for maximum impact and influence. Shifting your perspective for maximum impact and influence involves the ability to consciously change the way you perceive situations, people, and challenges in order to achieve better outcomes. It is about moving away from a narrow or fixed view and adopting a broader, more adaptable mindset. This shift can empower you to connect with others more effectively, inspire change, and influence the direction of your career, relationships, and personal growth. By altering your perspective, you gain new insights, unlock innovative solutions, and build stronger connections that are essential for creating meaningful and lasting influence. One of the first aspects of shifting perspective is embracing a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities for learning, rather than obstacles to be avoided. They understand that abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work, effort, and learning. When you adopt this mindset, you begin to view failures not as personal shortcomings, but as valuable learning experiences that provide insight into how you can improve. This shift in thinking allows you to approach situations with a sense of curiosity and possibility, rather than fear or resignation. As a result, you become more resilient in the face of adversity and more willing to take risks, knowing that even if you fail, it is part of the learning process that ultimately leads to success. Shifting your perspective also means seeing things from other people's viewpoints. The ability to step into someone else's shoes and understand their thoughts, emotions, and motivations is critical for building trust and influence. When you view a situation from another person's perspective, you can communicate in a way that resonates with them, address their needs, and find common ground. Empathy allows you to relate to others more effectively, which strengthens your influence by creating connections based on understanding and mutual respect. People are more likely to be influenced by someone who genuinely understands them and addresses their concerns, rather than someone who is only focused on their own goals or perspective. Another key component of shifting perspective is the ability to adapt to changing circumstances and embrace uncertainty. In today's fast-paced world, things are constantly evolving, and those who can adjust their mindset to accommodate change are the ones who can make the greatest impact. Instead of resisting change or clinging to outdated methods or beliefs, shifting your perspective allows you to see change as an opportunity for growth and innovation. Embracing uncertainty and being open to new ideas allows you to remain flexible and adaptable, which in turn helps you stay ahead of the curve and maintain a competitive edge. Those who are willing to let go of old paradigms and explore new ways of thinking are often the ones who shape industries, communities, and even societies. Shifting your perspective also means letting go of limiting beliefs and assumptions. Many of us have ingrained beliefs about ourselves, others, or the world around us that limit our ability to think creatively or take action. These beliefs might include thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," "this is impossible," or "things will never change." These limiting beliefs create mental barriers that prevent us from seeing the full scope of opportunities available to us. Shifting your perspective requires recognizing these negative or self-limiting beliefs and replacing them with empowering thoughts that open up new possibilities. When you shift your thinking from "I can't" to "how can I?" or from "this is too hard" to "I will find a way," you instantly expand your potential for success. By challenging your assumptions, you unlock the door to new opportunities and solutions. Additionally, rethinking the way you approach problems can significantly increase your impact and influence. Instead of approaching challenges with a problem-solving mindset that focuses solely on fixing issues, try adopting a solution-oriented mindset that emphasizes possibilities and creative solutions. Shifting your perspective to focus on solutions, rather than dwelling on problems, shifts the energy from one of frustration and limitation to one of empowerment and opportunity. By looking at challenges as chances to innovate and improve, you begin to approach situations with a sense of optimism and excitement, which inspires those around you and helps you influence outcomes in a more positive direction. A major shift in perspective also involves the understanding that influence is not about control but about collaboration. Many people think of influence as something that involves persuading or manipulating others to align with their viewpoint. However, true influence comes from collaboration, shared vision, and mutual benefit. When you shift your perspective from trying to control or dominate others to viewing influence as a tool for mutual growth, you start to foster an environment of trust, creativity, and shared responsibility. This kind of collaborative influence encourages others to contribute their ideas, work together toward common goals, and create solutions that benefit everyone involved. The ability to shift your perspective also enhances your ability to manage and lead teams. Leaders who can see situations from multiple angles are better equipped to navigate complex dynamics, solve problems, and make decisions that benefit the team as a whole. Shifting perspective allows you to understand the unique strengths, challenges, and perspectives of your team members, which leads to more effective collaboration and greater buy-in from your team. When people feel understood and valued, they are more likely to contribute their best work and be motivated to follow your leadership. By understanding and adapting to the needs of your team, you can lead them with empathy and clarity, which increases your influence and creates a stronger, more cohesive group. Shifting your perspective involves the ability to reframe challenges as opportunities. In any high-stakes environment, setbacks and difficulties are inevitable. However, leaders and influencers who are able to reframe these situations as opportunities for growth, innovation, and learning are the ones who turn adversity into advantage. Rather than seeing challenges as roadblocks, they view them as stepping stones toward greater success. This mindset allows them to remain positive and optimistic even in the face of obstacles, and inspires others to do the same. When you view challenges through a lens of possibility rather than limitation, you can inspire those around you to take action and maintain momentum, which ultimately leads to greater success and influence. Shifting your perspective for maximum impact and influence requires a combination of open-mindedness, emotional intelligence, and adaptability. It involves embracing a growth mindset, stepping into others' shoes, letting go of limiting beliefs, focusing on solutions, and fostering collaboration. By changing the way you approach problems, challenges, and relationships, you expand your capacity to influence others positively and effectively. This shift not only enhances your ability to lead, but also strengthens your ability to make a lasting impact in any situation. Through the power of perspective, you can unlock new opportunities, overcome challenges, and create lasting change in both your personal and professional life. Chapter 5. The role of risk-taking, networking, and visionary thinking. Taking calculated risks for big rewards is a mindset that differentiates high achievers from those who settle for mediocrity. It involves making decisions based on careful analysis, informed judgment, and strategic thinking, rather than simply relying on blind chance or following the status quo. The essence of this approach is understanding that every opportunity carries a level of uncertainty, but with the right preparation, risk-taking can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Unlike reckless or impulsive actions, calculated risks are those that are taken after weighing the potential rewards against the risks involved, ensuring that the chances of success are maximized while minimizing the chances of failure. At the heart of taking calculated risks is the ability to assess the situation from multiple angles. This means understanding not only the potential rewards, but also the risks, challenges, and obstacles that might arise. People who take calculated risks are those who do not make decisions impulsively, but who take the time to gather relevant information, analyze their options, and make informed choices. This requires an understanding of the context, recognizing patterns, and drawing upon past experiences to make educated predictions. It's not about avoiding risk altogether, but about making choices that have a reasonable chance of yielding positive outcomes. In addition to assessing the situation, taking calculated risks also involves a clear understanding of your personal capacity, whether it's your financial resources, skills, knowledge, or emotional resilience. Successful risk-takers are those who understand their strengths and limitations, and they ensure that the risks they take align with their abilities to manage and mitigate potential consequences. By having a realistic grasp of what you are capable of and ensuring that the risk aligns with your skill set or resources, you increase the likelihood of achieving a positive result. Calculating how much you can afford to lose and what you stand to gain in return is a key factor in making these kinds of decisions. Equally important is the ability to learn from past experiences. Successful risk-takers know that not every risk will pay off, but each experience is an opportunity to learn. Rather than letting failures or setbacks discourage them, they use each risk as a learning tool to refine their decision-making process for future opportunities. This mindset of continual learning helps individuals adapt and grow, ensuring that, when they take risks in the future, they do so with greater knowledge and insight. The ability to extract lessons from both successes and failures is what helps high achievers navigate the complexities of risk-taking and increases their ability to make successful decisions over time. An essential aspect of taking calculated risks is the willingness to step out of your comfort zone. While this might sound simple, it is often the hardest part of taking risks. People tend to stick with the familiar because it feels safe, even if it leads to stagnation. However, those who are willing to embrace discomfort, face uncertainty, and take bold steps forward are the ones who often experience the greatest rewards. Calculated risks are not about taking wild, unmeasured chances, but about moving forward with confidence into new opportunities, knowing that growth happens outside of the comfort zone. It's about breaking through self-imposed limitations and pursuing what may seem challenging, but is within reach with the right approach. Another crucial element is having a contingency plan. While calculated risk-taking involves a thorough assessment of the potential outcomes, it also requires preparation for the worst-case scenario. This means thinking ahead about how to respond to setbacks, having backup plans in place, and being prepared to pivot if things don't go as expected. By planning for potential obstacles or failures, you reduce the impact of those challenges and increase your ability to recover and adapt quickly. This strategic foresight is a key part of risk management and ensures that, even if things don't go perfectly, you are still able to move forward and minimize losses. Taking calculated risks also involves knowing when to act and when to wait. Not every opportunity is the right one to pursue immediately, and sometimes the best strategy is to wait for the right moment. Successful risk-takers understand the value of timing, knowing when the market is ripe, when their resources are ready, or when they've gathered enough information to make an informed decision. They avoid rushing into decisions driven by fear of missing out, and instead choose to act when they are confident that the timing is optimal. This measured approach ensures that when they do take action, they are more likely to achieve the desired results. At the same time, calculated risk-takers are not afraid to trust their instincts. While analysis, research, and planning are crucial, there comes a point when decisions must be made based on intuition, especially in situations with incomplete information. Successful risk-takers know how to balance logic with instinct, trusting their gut feelings when they have a sense that an opportunity is too good to pass up or that the potential benefits outweigh the risks. This combination of rational thinking and intuitive judgment is a hallmark of effective decision-making, allowing individuals to make bold moves when necessary while remaining cautious when the situation calls for it. Taking calculated risks requires a strong sense of purpose and vision. Risk-taking without a clear vision can lead to reckless decisions that don't align with long-term goals. Those who take calculated risks are driven by a clear understanding of what they want to achieve and the bigger picture they are working toward. Having a sense of purpose and long-term objectives helps you stay focused and motivated even when things get difficult. This vision acts as a compass, guiding your decisions and helping you stay grounded when faced with uncertainty or adversity. Without this sense of direction, taking risks can feel aimless and unfocused, making it more difficult to evaluate which opportunities are truly worth pursuing. Taking calculated risks for big rewards is not about being fearless or reckless. It's about carefully evaluating opportunities, preparing for challenges, and being willing to step outside of your comfort zone. By assessing risks thoughtfully, learning from experience, and having the confidence to act with purpose and clarity, you position yourself to take advantage of opportunities that can lead to significant success. Calculated risk-taking is a mindset and a skill that can be developed over time, and when approached with discipline and strategic thinking, it opens the door to growth, innovation, and the possibility of achieving extraordinary results. Building strategic networks and cultivating visionary thinking. Building strategic networks and cultivating visionary thinking are two pillars that support long-term success in any industry. While many people focus on developing their skills or achieving short-term goals, those who truly excel are the ones who understand the power of connection and the importance of looking beyond the immediate horizon. Strategic networks open doors to new opportunities, resources, and insights, while visionary thinking helps individuals and organizations chart a course for future success. Together, these two elements enable personal and professional growth, helping individuals achieve their potential while making a lasting impact in their field. At the core of building strategic networks is the ability to connect with people who can offer new perspectives, advice, and opportunities. However, strategic networking is not about collecting business cards or having superficial interactions with as many people as possible. It's about creating and nurturing meaningful relationships with those who can help you achieve your goals and who you can help in return. Successful networkers understand the value of building relationships that are based on mutual respect and shared interests. They invest time and effort into understanding others, offering support, and showing genuine interest in their connections. By approaching networking as a two-way street, where both parties stand to benefit, individuals create lasting bonds that are built on trust and collaboration. Building a strategic network also involves identifying the right people to connect with. It's not about the number of people you know, but the quality of those relationships. Whether it's mentors, industry leaders, peers, or even competitors, having people in your network who challenge you, provide insights, or open doors to new opportunities is invaluable. By aligning yourself with individuals who share similar values, goals, or expertise, you create a support system that can guide you through obstacles and provide valuable resources. As your network grows, it becomes a tool for gathering knowledge, fostering creativity, and finding the right partnerships that can propel your projects and ideas forward. Effective networking is also about maintaining and nurturing relationships over time. It's easy to make connections, but it's much harder to sustain them. Strategic networkers invest in maintaining regular communication, offering assistance, and checking in with their connections. This consistent effort helps build trust and ensures that the relationships remain strong and fruitful. Even when you don't need something immediately, staying engaged with your network and showing that you care about their success fosters goodwill and a sense of reciprocity. Networking isn't transactional. It's about building a web of meaningful relationships that extend far beyond the initial introduction. These relationships are the foundation on which you can build your career, find collaborators, and expand your influence. While strategic networks help you navigate the present, cultivating visionary thinking ensures that you are always moving forward. Visionary thinking is about seeing opportunities where others see obstacles and imagining possibilities that are not yet realized. It requires the ability to look beyond the immediate challenges and think about the long-term impact of your actions. Leaders who are visionary are not only thinking about the next quarter or the next project, but about where their industry, business, or personal journey will be in 5, 10, or even 20 years. They understand the importance of being ahead of the curve, of constantly challenging the status quo, and of creating a roadmap for a future that is both innovative and sustainable. To cultivate visionary thinking, it's essential to embrace curiosity and a willingness to learn. Visionary thinkers are not satisfied with the status quo. They are always asking questions, exploring new ideas, and seeking inspiration from various sources. They read widely, engage with diverse perspectives, and expose themselves to new experiences. This breadth of knowledge allows them to synthesize ideas from different fields and apply them in innovative ways. Visionary thinkers are often seen as trendsetters because they are quick to identify emerging patterns and changes in the landscape, whether it's a technological advancement, a cultural shift, or a new consumer behavior. By continuously seeking knowledge and expanding their understanding, they remain ahead of the curve and able to spot opportunities others might miss. Another key aspect of visionary thinking is the ability to take risks. Visionaries don't play it safe. They are willing to step outside of their comfort zones and make bold decisions, even when the outcome is uncertain. This willingness to take risks is driven by a belief in the potential for success and a deep understanding of what it takes to bring their vision to life. Visionaries are comfortable with ambiguity and are not afraid to fail. Instead of seeing failure as a setback, they view it as part of the process, an opportunity to learn, adapt, and refine their approach. This mindset allows them to continue pushing forward despite obstacles, knowing that the road to success is rarely linear. Collaboration is another critical component of visionary thinking. No one achieves great things in isolation. Visionary thinkers understand that their ideas can be enhanced and brought to life through collaboration with others. They seek out individuals who share their passion, skills, and expertise, and who can help them execute their vision. Collaboration brings together different perspectives, skills, and resources, and often sparks new ideas that would not have emerged through individual efforts. By working with others, visionary thinkers can scale their impact and create solutions that are bigger and more effective than what they could have achieved on their own. The ability to align your vision with your actions is what transforms visionary thinking from a dream into reality. A great vision is of little value without the discipline and strategy to make it happen. Visionary thinkers set clear goals, break them down into actionable steps, and create a roadmap to turn their ideas into tangible outcomes. They are focused on execution and understand that vision without action leads nowhere. While visionary thinkers are big-picture people, they also have the ability to pay attention to the details, ensuring that each step they take aligns with their ultimate goal. This combination of vision and action ensures that their ideas are not only ambitious, but also achievable. Building strategic networks and cultivating visionary thinking are essential components of long-term success. Strategic networks provide the support, resources, and opportunities necessary to move forward, while visionary thinking provides the foresight and drive to chart a course toward a better future. By developing relationships based on trust, collaboration, and mutual benefit, and by adopting a mindset that is always looking ahead, individuals can position themselves to make a lasting impact. Together, these habits form the foundation for innovative leadership and sustainable success, helping individuals and organizations adapt, grow, and thrive in an ever-changing world. Did you find these insights into Silicon Valley and LA elites helpful? Comment below with the mindset shift you think is most important for success. If you enjoyed this audiobook guide, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who could benefit from learning how the elite think. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you never miss out on more powerful strategies for success and growth.